tip goes to Creighton, and we're underway between the 5-12 matchup in the West region.
All about tempo in this game. Creighton wants to get up and down. UC Santa Barbara wants to slow it down, and they start off with a 3.
They want to shoot the 3. Denzel Mahoney, that's actually his 60th three-point make of the season. So now Zegarowski, Balak, and Mahoney have all made 60+ this year. Pull-up jumper there in the mid-range, and a nod there for Ramsey.
Ramsey did a nice job, and he can get that shot all day, and most of the UC Santa Barbara players will be able to because they don't really pressure the basketball, the Blue Jays. They like to just keep you in front and make you shoot over the top.
Here's Zegarowski. 1 for 2 now shooting start from 3 for the Blue Jays. Gauchos coming in with a 22-5 overall record. The Big West champions. They defeated UC Irvine in the championship game.
Special attention to Jakari. They're making sure they double team him off high screen pick and rolls.
Here's so, and he walks with it. And the first turnover here for UC Santa Barbara. Joe Pasternak, the Big West Coach of the Year, winning the first outright regular season title for this program since 2003. They were the #1 seed. I mentioned that conference tournament, and they were the #1 seed going into that conference tournament. Won 3 games combined by 40 points. The alley-oop not there for Bishop. And a turnover back the other way.
I thought that was a good job by Brandon Cyrus, being able to come over and read that play. They've got that a couple times, you know, that alley-oop play that I've seen in the last 3 or 4 games. Good recognition by Brandon.
It's one thing that Bishop can create for Creighton, a little bit of a mismatch. He stands at 6'7" as well, and the 3 falls, so an answer for an answer here, and a good start for both of these teams.
You cannot leave him that wide open, Lisa. Jacory McLaughlin can flat out shoot the basketball. You see his mechanics, straight up and down, on balance, making sure he followed throughs, and that is splash.
You mentioned mechanics. What's the first thing you look for when you know that you got a shooter that you're going to study?
Well, I think the first thing is his shot releases and how he gets ready. I think for me, defensively, you always want to have a hand in his shot pocket. When no one was there, he got a free throw jump shot. There again, once again, Bishop showing his athleticism. A lot of lobs to him. But I think for him, this young guy is always balanced. Reminds me a lot of Klay Thompson, how he shoots the basketball.
That high release point reminds you of Klay?
High release point, also the same way. I love to see kids who get their elbow above the eye when they shoot it, and on balance.
Here he is, McLaughlin, with 9 to shoot. Ramsey, that's his little sweet spot here today, inside the lane for another couple.
I'll talk about it again, Lisa. The Blue Jays, they don't put a lot of pressure on you. They don't want to keep you in front. So they're going to give you space to shoot over the top. They don't want to give you easy buckets, and they do not want to foul.
They're a perfect 3 for 3. Zegarowski gave it up. Back to Jefferson, who will take it all the way and challenge that time by So. It'll stay Creighton basketball. The energy coming from the Gauchos here to start.
Yes, and look at their bench. The Gauchos, they are excited. Beautiful pass by Jefferson. Bishop is right there. Good job by Creighton in their offensive execution. Look at the spacing. Coach McDermott loves spacing throughout this game. Watch his players. They are always spaced out.
I love the quote by Coach McDermott. He'll always say, everyone wants to play fast. Not everyone can play fast. Balak's first look.
Balak is not bashful at all. He can definitely shoot it.
Oh, he's not. And the foul committed from Zegarowski, who was retreating on the transition. That'll be his first. Balak certainly is a player. I mean, he's got parking lot range. He has hit several 30-footers in his career.
You know, old saying, Lisa, the volleyball line range. You know that volleyball line in the gym?
When you played at the old YMCA gyms, when they had about 20 lines. Unbelievably delicious Coke Orange Vanilla. Tastes nothing like a basketball, but also has something orange and round.
I love when you do that promo.
I love when you do the sound effects. We have to be the best crew reading that promo, don't you think, in the NCAA tournament, if they were to hand out an award for that?
I don't know, Lisa.
Best sound effects.
Best sound effects for sure.
Mahoney from mid-range. Tight rims the last couple of possessions here for Creighton. And Sawney has checked into the game for the Gauchos. And he got an ankle twist in the last game of the conference tournament, and a nice turnaround there for Norris.
I like Norris at his size. He plays more like a wing than an offensive end.
Jefferson with a hard take, a good tip out that time from Bishop. They work it around to Zegarowski, and just like that, perfectly executed.
Can't leave him open. Lights out shooter, 41%. I love his demeanor. He is all business.
Has that competitive spirit. Greg McDermott will talk about that's the kind of player that you want on your team. The tip, it falls, good touch that time. McLaughlin picks up another two.
Corey did a nice job. You can see off the pick and rolls, they are double teaming him soft, but they're making him give it up. And then afterwards, moving without the basketball. We talked about it offensively, but him, what he did right there was go to the offensive glass.
Offensive foul call that time on Bishop. Lowered that head, couldn't control himself. It's a 12-8 advantage for the 12 seed. Three seed survives, and thank you, Adam. Get this, on Friday we saw some upsets. 14 different seeds actually won a basketball game, all but the number 14 and number 16 seed. And it's going to be Mitchell who's going to get called. Sharif Mitchell called for the foul. There was some concern whether Sharif Mitchell would even be able to play. Didn't play in the Big East Tournament Finals, dealing with a head injury. Bumped heads in that tournament and missed the conference championship game.
Corey turned it over, Lisa, but did you see him get back defensively? It was 2-on-1 to be able to challenge, stop the 2-on-1 break, and then come up with the rebound and also draw the foul.
McLaughlin, the alley-oop, a beauty. It was to so. That wasn't so-so at all.
The reason why I loved it so much, Lisa, is McLaughlin was going the other way, not facing, and threw that one about 35 feet up to so, and he went and got it.
So on defense here this time.
Good job, that's good D.
And there is that range from Balak. Off the mark. Balak starting 0 for 2 here in this game. Pierre-Louis taking it baseline. Shovel pass to Sawney. And another finish there for So. Too easy for the sophomore post.
If you like good basketball, you saw it on that play. Basketball touched both sidelines into the paint, but then it also got to easy dunk. This wasn't easy, but it looked easy by So. But what I love about this is draw two, give it up, and another dunk. Amadou So.
Santa Barbara has doubled up Creighton in a battle between the 5 versus 12. Our AT&T 5G takes us above the rim for one of the best plays of the day.
For sure, and you watching a beautiful pass as we get a chance to watch this as we freeze it. Look, he has the defense going one way, throws it up. Beautiful misdirection play by the Gauchos.
That was McLaughlin to So, McLaughlin's first assist of this game here so far. And McLaughlin picking up the first personal. Lauren, you got more on Ja'Cory McLaughlin.
Well, Lisa, Steve said it. Ja'Cory's balance, the rebounds, the assists. We're seeing him create shots for not just himself, for his teammates. His vision is what concerns Creighton. Coach said the only way to keep him off balance is to throw different looks at him. We'll guard him with size, physicality, then quickness at times. Sometimes we'll run at him. They want him uncomfortable.
He's certainly a challenge here for all the teams that he's faced here this year, including Creighton. As Mahoney gets the bucket. Now, Greg McDermott had said that they might use Denzel Mahoney on McLaughlin for a large chunk of this game.
Smart, because you definitely want Mahoney trying to take the legs of Ja'Cory down there on the block. Lauren is totally right. They want to be him uncomfortable, and that's making him uncomfortable even as a defender.
It's a smaller Mitchell right now. Sharif Mitchell, defensive presence. He's taken on the role of the defensive stopper here this year. It was off of the Gauchos last.
16-10, the Gauchos, and they have 10 points to 4 in the paint. Doing an excellent job of being able to score at the rim. That's what you call getting easy buckets. That loosens up the defense.
6 NCAA tournament appearances in Santa Barbara history, first in a decade.
It's textbook by the Blue Jays. They love to get a triple threat. They catch it, pump fake, show and go, try to get you off balance.
Here's 10, Zegarowski's got to go with it. Gives it out to Mahoney for 3. He's got a couple of those now today.
Denzel Mahoney has 8 points in a variety of ways. A couple of threes down on the block, playing a nice floor game, solid for him.
He's a perfect 2 for 2 from 3 here this afternoon. Ramsey now with 5 to shoot. Ramsey with a step back. Oh, he was beautiful. He gave himself that space, and it was nothing but net.
Smaller guard, but he has quickness. But what I love is elevation on shots so far in this game. He rises up and he can get to where he wants to because of his athletic ability, even though he's 6 feet.
How about Santa Barbara opening up, shooting 80% so far in this game? They've only missed 2 shots. Challenge that time. There's traffic there in the lane, and the tie-up for Fulbright.
Good job by the Gauchos just getting it into the paint. That was a good possession, even though they didn't convert.
Inside the lane, it's Jefferson. Norris coming down with the rebound.
Norris can do this. Norris has the ability to be able to go through his legs, step back, and shoot it at his size. 6'10", has a lot of guard skills.
Well, he has the highest scoring game out of any Gaucho here this year with 27 points earlier. Idehin with his first look, and he draws the foul. We will take a timeout. Gauchos still with the advantage.
You look at his stat line, you would say, wow, he just has 5 points, 3 rebounds, and assists. But what he's doing is, because of his talent, Lisa, he's drawing a double team off drives, off pick and rolls, and that's leaving the Blue Jays defense off balance and giving his Gauchos teammates a lot of room and driving lanes and offensive rebounding lanes to be able to beat up the Blue Jays down in the paint.
So's out of the game right now. Idehin at the free throw line to take his spot. A backup post here for Santa Barbara. Mitchell looking to create. He's got a little bit of a size mismatch.
Idehin did a good job to guard the smaller guy. Look at him out there on the island.
Oh, he blew right by him. See ya.
Bye. Use your quickness.
You could just feel that coming.
God, I thought his teammates should have recognized that and been able there to help. Also, a lot of communication. Could have said, send him this way. They left him out there on the island.
Idehin stands at 6'10". Mitchell is 6 feet.
Watch the trap. Okay, they switched it that time. They're using their trapping and leaving their defense wide open.
This is the matchup that I want to see. Mahoney up against McLaughlin, and he draws the foul there on Mahoney.
Mahoney did a good job of sliding his feet, using his chest without fouling. Let's watch this. Shit, somebody has to help over. And you look at Ja'Cory, that's a good job by Mitchell driving it toward Ja'Cory. Reason why, he was guarding Marcus, and you can't leave him open because that's the 3.
Ja'Cory McLaughlin, the Big West Player of the Year, over 1,000 career points. Transfer from Oregon State. Makes good on the first. Watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet, streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. These teams here on Saturday have been waiting to get their March Madness started. About how long they've had to wait. And later on tonight, some of the evening games. Those teams are waiting by far the longest for the tournament.
You're so right, Lisa. I mean, being patient. Once we got going, we've had some good games.
I mentioned we'd have some upsets on Friday. We'll have to see what Saturday holds up here. Zegarowski, pass deflected that time. The quick hands from Brandon Cyrus. The transfer from DePaul.
He is their energy guy, for sure. They're on every play. He is flying around, communicating, talking. He's bringing that energy.
Short shot clock situation for Zegarowski. Again, that pass was deflected. Mahoney trying to take care of it. Barely hits rim.
Didn't get in rhythm because he tried to get it up quick before the shot clock. Good defensive possession right there by the Gauchos.
Pierre-Louis gives it up. Oh! Oh, touching every single part of the rim, and a nice touch there for Barnes.
Barnes did a nice job of coming to 2 feet, stopping, and then shooting a nice little push shot.
The give, the go, the finish! Christian Bishop! Checkmate!
I love this by Bishop. Most bigs try to hedge. As you can see, when you slip it sometimes, keeps the defense off balance. It leaves a wide open lane for Bishop, and he dunks that one and has a chance for the and one. Sometimes you set the screen, Lisa, and the opposite big hedges hard. That time, Bishop slipped.
The game-winning dunk right down the lane earlier against Providence this year in January. He said he feels like he wishes dunks were worth 3 points in this game.
I like that.
Now the follow-up is now our 3 points then worth 4 points.
Oh, there we go. And then we start having 5-point plays.
But he is a fabulous dunker and certainly a weapon that Creighton can use on that side. Pierre-Louis with the look. Numbers are back this time for the Gauchos. Feed Jefferson, working it around, a wide open look for Zegarowski. The tip not there. Jefferson had a couple of looks.
Definitely working on that end. Jefferson be able to catch that basketball. A lot of attention to Jakari.
Oh, a deep attempt for Ramsey. Jefferson, top his shot once again.
When you have your center with that much speed, push the basketball, it puts the defense on their heels. He gave it up, but he kept running and cut, and he got it right back. Good job by Jefferson getting it back to him.
Pierre-Louis baseline. And again, working the shot clock. 6 on the timer. Double team coming. Yeah, McLaughlin trying to get out of it.
Somebody's open.
So, and a shot clock violation that time for the Gauchos. Good defensive possession that time by Creighton. Off and running. Here come the Blue Jays, Smitty.
Get it back, Bishop. Send it home.
Your game summary looking like this. Creighton's 8 buckets coming on 7 assists. Santa Barbara shooting 64%. Cooled off a little bit after starting with 80%. Lauren Shahadi, you've been observing Greg McDermott from the sideline.
Yeah, we saw the Blue Jays pushing the ball. A good defensive possession over here by Creighton's bench. Coach was saying to his guys, I need a good look, wait for it, and force turnovers, defend the interior, just like we saw a moment ago.
Zegarowski, they're dealing with that short shot clock coming out of that timeout. And Zegarowski now 1 of 5 here shooting to begin with. He's a player that's been dealing with coming back. He's starting to look more like himself towards the tail end of this year. Last year, dealing with a right knee injury that ended his season. Strong take, and that was Bishop challenging.
I love that Bishop can get out on the break and push it for the Blue Jays.
Tallock still scoreless. Out to Bishop and moving. Screen there for Amadou Sow. He picks it up. That's number 2 on Sow.
Sow moved his feet. I think for him is he was just questioning the referees. What did he do wrong? I think the bump was just a little bit too much and threw Bishop off course.
He's played 9 minutes here in this first half. Santa Barbara's got to keep him in this game somehow. Where the Gauchos still with a 23-19 advantage. And we might have a moving screen here on Creighton.
At the referee talking to Coach McDermott.
Yeah, he's explaining the call.
I think he's saying,
Wasn't quite clear from up top. We're about 15 rows up.
it looks like the offensive player was out of bounds. So he's kind of calling. Not sure. Like you said, we're
He
up.
did make that motion, though.
He
He did make the motion from the sideline back to the playing court, which is the motion to signal a player. You normally see it baseline. Here's Sawney with an open look. And it's Bishop. It looked like it might have gone off him last, but it's not. It's Creighton's basketball.
It says it's off Miles Norris. Miles Norris didn't like that one.
Jari Sawney mentioned that he twisted his right ankle in the title game in the first half in the Big West title game. Big West 6th player of the year this year.
Hey, let me run it. Go there. Second one.
No point guard out there for the Blue Jays. Coach McDermott has 2 of them at the scores table.
Well, Mitchell's getting set to check back in. Tallock with the runner in the left hand. His first points of the day.
Mitch did a nice job of showing the basketball. Triple threat, catch it, pump fake with your head or basketball, and then drive it hard. Everybody's playing it close and tightly because of his 3-point shooting.
2-point game now. No points in the last 3 minutes and counting here for Santa Barbara. Let's see what Ramsey can do with it. He's been money from there. Rims out.
Jays, they have the tempo they want right now. They're controlling the pace.
Got a foul there on the floor. It'll go against Norris.
Both coaches are working the referees, not liking these calls. I thought Bishop was the more aggressive. He got that call because he was the more aggressive going to the basketball.
Hey, back to the second play.
Look out for Creighton's number 5, Alex O'Connell. He can shoot the basketball, Lisa. Kid from Georgia, watched him play, transfer from Duke.
He's taking the ball out right now. It's about 10.5 minutes in this game. Tallock still off the mark. His only bucket coming on that penetration move. Strong take! My goodness! Norris with authority.
Watch the ground he covers, Lisa, on this play. 1 dribble, 2 dribbles from outside the 3-point line. Absorb the contact and play through it. Miles Norris, long, athletic. They say he's a big, but he's more of a wing to me.
He almost came up short. You can see from that.
I see you wanted to throw that out there, Lisa.
I mean, you know, with all my dunking experience
that's what
that I
was
have.
saying. You play under the rim like me, I enjoy everything that's dunked.
This Santa Barbara team got to see your under the rim shooting game back in 1990. You took on the Gauchos in the NCAA tournament.
That was a close game, a nail-biter.
Put back is good for Bishop.
We just won by like 4 points. was way back 1990. Oh, Lacey. A long time ago.
What'd you have, like 45 points in that game?
Right. You know, the scores was probably, we were in the 60s, I'm sure. I think it was 62-58 we won.
Baseline take, Bishop got it. And a wide open Norris for three.
Bishop is doing it all. Verticality, being able to go up defensively.
He's arguably been one of the MVPs here for the Blue Jays in this first half, and Mitchell misses everything. A three-point advantage for the Gauchos.
Gaucho's doing a nice job on that three-point line.
Largest lead had been 8 for them. An offensive foul that time on Pierre-Louis. Number 2 on Pierre-Louis. Santa Barbara, the number 12 seed, looking for an upset against the number 5 Creighton Blue Jays. Is this the year they get to the Sweet 16? Creighton today is 3 of 12 from 3. You like the looks that they've gotten, Smitty?
I do. They just haven't knocked them down, but I like they haven't shot it extremely well. There's another lot. They missed on that opportunity. 3 of 12 from the three-point line, 10 for 27 from the field, and they're only down 3 points.
That lob to Bishop has been their most reliable offensive play here this afternoon. McLaughlin playing with the 7 points here for Santa Barbara, who has led for most of this first half. Norris can't get that one that time.
Damian Jefferson does a nice job guarding smalls and bigs.
Under 3 to play. Mitchell with that hesitation, working it around. Alloc, look at the ball movement here for Creighton.
Side to side, making the defense work.
Bishop trying to finish it off once. Won't work. How about the second time? And the push off. Dahin picked it up.
Christian Bishop is working on both ends. Defensively, sliding his feet, pushing the break. Offensive rebounds, he's doing a lot. You can see a little fatigue right now going to that free throw line.
8 points for a guy who averages just under 11 points. Watch the Masters live on Paramount Plus for coverage of featured groups, Amen Corner and holes 15 and 16. Go to ParamountPlus.com to try it for free. Need any Smitty sound effects for that. The music tells the whole story.
Yes, it does. Bishop, a little fatigue, shot that one short. Doesn't shoot it great from the free throw line, but you can see him. He's breathing hard. He's exerting a lot of energy.
He's played 13 minutes here in this first half. 2.5 to play. This time it's Zegarowski on McLaughlin. Sawney for 3 is short. Good rebound. Dahin working the boards a little bit. Mahoney ripping it away. And a jump ball after all that.
Mahoney, Denzel Mahoney wanted that one bad. He just went down there, dug it out, and then went got it.
It's one of the more exciting jump balls I've ever seen.
Yes, way to flex. Referee said that's enough.
UCSB run for its last 10 shots, looking for some offense here. And having said that, still with this 2-point advantage. Looking for Dahin. Alloc breaking it up. Zegarowski will pull and fire. The transition 3 is good, and Creighton has the lead right back.
Coach McDermott has to be happy. Haven't shot it well, but they are defending. At the end of this first half, doing a nice job. 27-26. Yes, the pace is in favor of UC Santa Barbara. But Greg McDermott has to be happy because they have not made shots.
Dahin, good body control that time for the 2. That was Creighton's second lead of the game, by the way, the first time that they had led since the first 15 seconds of this game. Strong, strong take by Jefferson.
29-28. Like I said, haven't shot it well, but been able to defensively stay in this one.
Creighton Creighton's a team that averages about 77 points per game. UCSB, 76.5. Working it around to Ramsey in the corner.
Corey is getting guys good shot because he's drawing a lot of attention. Double teams, help defenders coming in. He's getting guys some easy shots. You see Santa Barbara, they're going to have to start knocking these down.
McLaughlin's only shot a couple of times here in this first half. Gives it back to Zegarowski. Same spot, same result. Zegarowski cooking towards the end of the half.
All that set up by Mitch. Shot fake. The defender's running at him because of his range. Unselfish kicks it out to Marcus, who knocks it down.
Might have gotten Jefferson. A little extra contact there. Coming up on the AT&T at the half. Scores and highlights in the latest NCAA tournament news. It's all coming up on AT&T at the half. Free throws coming from Miles Norris.
At his size against Jefferson, who's a very good defender. Love to see UC Santa Barbara post him a little bit in this second half, that they're going to play a smaller guy on him.
He hopped around a little bit. Spent some time in the junior college world at the City College of San Francisco. First started his career at Oregon, 2018 and 2019. But it's Joe Pasternak who said, you know, despite all that, before he went to Oregon, I wanted him bad. I recruited him early, and extremely ecstatic that Miles Norris is on his basketball team now.
Gives him versatility, gives him some size. Just a junior, 6'10". Has the ability to be able to put it on the floor. We'll see him use that size against these smaller defenders.
2-point advantage, final seconds here of the half. Zegarowski has had the hot hand. The last 6 points here for Creighton. Takes it in the lane that time. High off the glass, beats the buzzer. The last 8 points going to number 11 for the Blue Jays.
Love what he did. Kept the basketball, absorbed the contact, drove it extremely hard with the right hand, puts it up high off the glass, and it goes in.
Creighton ended the half on a 13-4 run. Zegarowski, a huge part. Look at that touch. Using all of the glass for the halftime advantage. 34-30 is your score. We'll send you to the AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Keep in mind, McLaughlin hit the first 3-point make of this game for UCSB, and then the team missed the last 6 here to close the half. McLaughlin's only shot twice in the first half, by the way. So back in this game, he picked up a couple of fouls for the Gauchos, only played 9 minutes as well. That's another great start here for Creighton and Mahoney.
Same on this end. If you're UC Santa Barbara, find the mismatch. They're going to Mahoney against smaller guards. Ja'Cory McLaughlin's done a nice job of not hunting shots. He's not playing bad. He's playing well, but he needs more than 2 shots.
He looked at it, but Mahoney closed on him tightly.
They are coming out double teaming. He's doing a nice job. Getting it to other guys. Guys got to make these wide open looks.
Cyrus is off the mark. Zegarowski, and off the hands that time of Jefferson, and the Jays give it right back.
They're good. They're getting good looks. UC Santa Barbara, they're not knocking them down.
We got to think, Smitty, with the top 2 players for the Gauchos. I mentioned just the 4 points, 9 minutes in the first half because he picked up a couple of fouls. You got to figure that they can't win this game without him producing. McLaughlin just with the 7 points and 2 shots in the first half. And that's the tally in the stats here for the best players, arguably on Santa Barbara's side. Now 7 here to shoot. They give a touch. Here's to So. With Bishop defending, So elevating. How about that execution?
They might have to go to him a little bit more on the block. That man Norris. Also be able to get the basketball to McLaughlin right there at the elbow and let him go one-on-one a little bit more.
Hasn't missed a shot, So hasn't. 3 of 3 here this afternoon. And Zegarowski, someone forgot about him. That's easy. He's got 13 now.
Marcus just held off Ramsey. with a little bit of, like I talked about, quick twitch handles, a little hesitation, and got right to the basket.
Creighton making its 22nd NCAA tournament appearance. Of course, these fans, these Blue Jay fans, are hungry to get to a Sweet 16 if they can this year. Creighton has been shut out of that since the Sweet 16 format has existed.
I like Norris playing like a 3 when he's guarded by bigger defenders against Jefferson, and would love to see him get more into the paint, use his size and length.
Mahoney looked like he was going to drive it, takes the three-point shot instead. And Mahoney now 2 of 4 from back there. Very little daylight from McLaughlin to get an open shot. Norris up against Bishop, and the tip is good for Cyrus.
Even though he didn't make the shot, I like Norris driving it. 2 people are covering Jacory, so then now there leaves a wide open Norris who drove it, and the defender stepped up, got an easy offensive rebound and lane for his teammate.
Trying to feed inside, beautifully done again for Jefferson. Second team all Big East for Damian Jefferson. Can be a matchup nightmare sometimes for opponents.
I think Creighton right now is saying, we're going to just put the ball down on the block this entire half to see if you guys can post defend.
So again, remember, he's hit his first 3 shots. He's hit his first 4 shots here of the game.
Maybe you go to him.
And a blocking foul that time. Cyrus is still moving his feet.
Look at Jefferson at his size. He's just 6'5". Norris is 6'10". That's great post position. And then you can see Norris right here being able to kick it out. Just so, that's a little luck on that one, but he'll take it. If you're Norris, you can't let Jefferson post you up that deep.
Oh, look at Bishop, blew right by him. So bit on the fake.
A lot of DHOs, dribble handoffs by Bishop, and he does a nice job of turning them down sometimes and just going straight to the bucket.
Quick hands from Mahoney, timing to try to save it. Into the hands of Cyrus. Between the legs, and Balak fouls McLaughlin on the 3-point attempt.
Good hustle by Mahoney, just couldn't save it to his teammates. He went after this one. That is a great shot. You see him go after that one. I love that. Love that angle.
Must be the glasses. He's got a little moxie to his game. Denzel Mahoney does.
He does. Confident. When a guy is that size, 6'5", 220, put a smaller defender. I love Coach McDermott. They're going to post him up. A bigger defender, he steps out, shoot threes. He's a tough cover.
Good shot, boy.
Rim and out. McLaughlin, an 84% free throw shooter this year.
You got
8 points from McLaughlin, 8 now for So. These are your leading scorers on the Santa Barbara side. Balak still 0 for 4 from 3 here today. Look at the speed by Ramsey.
Tough pass. Mahoney read that one.
McLaughlin. Here Louis has a wide open look.
They are not knocking these down. You said it 3 or 4 times, wide open looks.
1 of 10 shooting from 3. Now for the Gauchos. So they'll take the 2, and that one's short. First miss from the field for McLaughlin, and Zegarowski and Balak just had a miscommunication on that play. Creighton 42, UCSB 37. The best season in school history, and then COVID hits. You know, you think about the years 2017, Mo Watson, their starting point guard, tore his ACL, and they weren't the same since. How about the Doug McDermott senior year. They got blasted by Baylor in the second round. So just a little bit of matchup, Smitty, sometimes in the seeding, and some unfortunate injuries in the past. This is one of the more veteran teams that Greg McDermott has had. You got to think that this is one of their better chances, perhaps, to maybe end that drought this year.
I love the execution by UC Santa Barbara. A lot of dribble handoffs to loosen up the defense. 1 of 10. That is a ball control charge.
It's the third on Pierre-Louis.
Getting a lot of wide open looks. I know they're 1 for 10, and let's watch this. Marcus does a nice job of standing there. The easy call for the referees. Don't want to leave your feet. Want to come to a 2-foot jump stop.
Pierre-Louis will head over to the sideline. Creighton 4 buckets this half by 4 different players. Just 8 points total here so far, to the 7 points in the second half by UCSB. And when Jefferson decides to take it inside the lane, no one's gonna change his mind.
I'm impressed because at his size, Miles Norris done a nice job of sliding his feet, so he's not beating him off the dribble. The footwork, and then the ability to be able to score over bigs.
The 3 won't fall that time for Norris. The rebound to Balak.
The reverse roll. Jefferson is going into paint. Beautiful move by Mitch. Being able to score it. The reverse rolls is Norris to shoot 3s, and Jefferson is posting up.
Right.
Mitch just driving it, taking an angle. One right in, using the strength.
And talk about inverting. Balak hasn't made a 3. Get the transition 2 instead. Make good on the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Critical time right now for UC Santa Barbara. Down 10. Where can they find offense? Also defensively, they have to tighten up. Points in the paint right now, plus 10 for Creighton.
Ramsey with the kick out to McLaughlin. Just his second 3-point attempt after the first 3-point make he made to begin this game.
Got a good look, but a good closeout. Denzel Mahoney. I thought that was a good shot. I would love to see McLaughlin be just ultra aggressive. Doesn't have to shoot the basketball, but just ultra aggressive off the one-on-one coverage versus pick and rolls.
Jefferson picks up his second. Bishop exits this game. 11 points, 8 rebounds. Majority of that coming in the first half for Bishop. Another 3-point look for Norris that almost became a 4-point play as Jefferson was challenging hard.
That was tough for Jefferson. You know, being just 1 for 12, UC Santa Barbara, and Norris is 0 for 3. You want to contest without fouling because he picks up his third, and he's been extremely important for the Blue Jays.
Makes good on the first. BR Kicks is the home to all things sneakers and fashion. From Kicks Cam to Fit Watch to unboxings and more. BR Kicks has you covered. At BR Kicks, we are all sneakerheads. Follow BR Kicks. Norris with one more free throw coming.
Momentum and energy favors Creighton right now. UC Santa Barbara has to get that energy and that mojo going back.
You see Mahoney getting worked on there, getting stretched out on the sideline for Creighton.
Energy guy Brandon Cyrus is in for UC Santa Barbara.
13 to play. Zegarowski with that tight coverage. There's some daylight. Makes good on it.
Footwork by the point guard, Marcus. Drive him hard, use his momentum. Just make sure you use your feet, spin, knock it down.
McLaughlin around the screen. Behind the back pass to Ramsey for three.
They needed that one.
Just the second three-point make here for the Gauchos in this game. Feel the fans' energy picking up here in this building. Mitchell crossing over on McLaughlin.
Quickness.
They're not going to give up that three-point shot. McLaughlin's only attempted 2 of them in this game here so far. He's a 40% three-point shooter. He's made 40 for the year coming into this game. So that's his first miss, and a foul there on the floor.
Energy guy, Brandon Cyrus all over the glass. They're down 6. Well, watch Marcus, footwork, see you, spin, square up, splash. Then watch this pass, a little round the back. Ramsey, they need somebody to hit threes, and so far he's knocked it down.
Unpredictable times in March Madness. That's the beauty here of the NCAA tournament, getting smothered by a couple of Jays that time. Both Powlock and Bishop were there.
He's doing a nice job.
Double B trouble is what that was.
About him being a shooter. He's defensively doing a nice job.
Mahoney, after getting stretched out there on the sideline, back into this game. He's got the mismatch against McLaughlin. Gets his own miss, can't get it that time.
That was point blank.
McLaughlin, pump fake on McConnell. Oh, beautiful pass. He has been such a good distributor here today, and Cyrus is the recipient of that time.
I'm impressed. He's made great decisions throughout this entire ball game. Only has 5 shots. Want to see himself or someone else find a way to get him some easy looks, because he's getting everybody else easy looks.
If there's one thing that we know about the Gauchos and Joe Pasternak is that they will not give up. They were not going to go away here, trailing by 4, trying to make a charge. It's Norris for 3 to cut the lead to 1.
Do you see that ability to be able to block the shot out of space and then push it? I know they want to play slower. They might want to play faster against this Creighton defense.
It is part of an 8-0 advantage, Smitty.
Well, look at that block. Look at that range. He went and got it. Then run, big fella. Run, and then reward him. Shoot the 3. No 2s for Norris.
Oh, I know we have some Creighton fans that are rooting on Drake. Darren DeVries, of course, a longtime assistant of Greg McDermott for many, many years. Oh, we have another 15-2 matchup. We had one on Friday. Are we going to have a matchup here or an upset here or the 12-5 matchup?
I like the adjustment. Early offense, pace. Pushing a little bit early offense and a quick screen so they can't have to play against a set defense. McLaughlin rises up at that free throw line and knocks it down. He has 10 points. Beautiful game he's played. Just want to see him and UC Santa Barbara get him more looks.
You have more on Joe Pasternak, Lauren, and a little bit of this momentum coming from the head coach and his pedigree.
Yeah, I'm watching him playing off his team's energy on the sideline. He was so obsessed with being successful. He packed his bags for Indiana to learn and manage under Bob Knight. He said, he taught me loyalty and preparation. He told me to take notes every day, make sure your players know you'll be there for them after graduation. So Coach Pasternak tells his team daily, this is not a 4-year relationship, you and I, it's a 50-year relationship. They buy in, it's important.
I absolutely love that quote. Yeah, he told us he was a student manager under Bobby Knight, and he told us, I specifically went to Indiana to be a basketball coach. He took notes every day on preparation and the loyalty that Lauren is talking about. He still has those notepads, by the way.
He did tell us that. Mission accomplished. A very good coach.
9 minutes left to play. Pasternak's Gauchos have taken the lead here late in the second half. 0 points for Creighton in 3 minutes and counting, and Mahoney ends that drought.
Mitch has done a nice job of defensively. He just walled up vertically and being able to contest that shot and then pushed it and got Mahoney a nice, easy, open three.
Fast Jefferson closes on McLaughlin.
Mahoney was picked off and screened off. Good pass. Jacory can't knock down open threes. It's hurting him.
3 of 15 now from 3 for Santa Barbara. Zegarowski on the post to Jefferson. To Mahoney again, not that time.
I love how they post Jefferson. He's their big, down on the block.
Runner hit all rim that time. It'll be Creighton basketball. We have an upset brewing. Can Creighton advance to the round of 32? We got a close one with under 8 to play.
UC Santa Barbara on a little run, and his energy plays. Brandon Cyrus been able to get a tip and then a layup. He's brought the energy. And then Miles Norris, he had a big-time block shot. He's knocked down this three. McLaughlin, their leader, hits the mid-range shot. They were down by a large lead by Creighton was 10. Now it's just 2. Give UC Santa Barbara a lot of credit.
And momentum is going the Gauchos' way right now. 7.5 left to play, and they turn over Creighton once again on the push. It's Ramsey. Tassani for 3.
And they need that. I think they need to play faster.
There was a whistle there on the baseline. They will count the bucket. It looks like there was a foul committed on Christian Bishop as well.
This is huge if they can score now. Some momentum.
Possible 5-point. Couple of possessions here, or even a 6-point. Empty-handed that time.
Denzel Mahoney did a nice job of walling up. Being able just to force that tough shot.
Where's Creighton go here?
I think you got to get the basketball to Marcus. Let him create.
Mahoney from up top. Can't get it. One and done for the Jays.
Marcus can break down the defense. Love to see him handle the basketball a little bit more for them.
So just with the 8 points. Ramsey inside the lane. That shot has been falling for him all day. He's got 11.
How good is Jacory McLaughlin being unselfish? Accepting the double teams, but I think in motion, having him move has really put some pressure on Creighton.
6 assists in this game now for McLaughlin. Bishop with the kick out to Mahoney, short.
We're starting to push pace.
A 15-3 run by the Gauchos in the last 6 minutes and counting. Over to Norris. Another opportunity.
First time I see him go one-on-one.
Oh, he should do it more often. Clutch when it counts.
Jacory McLaughlin, I want to see a little bit more of that. He has that ability. All the screens, they are double teaming him and making him come off the basketball. And he's done a nice job of making the right play. But your leader, best player, just play a little one-on-one every now and then and raise up and let it fly.
just his second three-point make. He hit one early in the game, and that one of the most crucial shots of this game. And Creighton's gone cold. 0 for its last 4, 1 for its last 10. The last field goal coming with 8:48 in this half.
I think right now, if you're Creighton, find a way, if you're Marcus Zegarowski, to catch the basketball, and he has to be the guy to initiate offense for them.
McLaughlin, what more does he have in his bag of tricks? Out to Sawney. Sawney this time for 3. Air ball.
Cyrus coming back in. Offense, defense. Sonny going out. He's the offensive guy shooting threes, but the energy guy for me is Brandon Cyrus. Interesting right now for Creighton, Lisa. They have Marcus off the basketball.
Muscling his way in for 2. There's Jefferson. Cutting the lead to 4.
Lisa, I don't even think Jefferson sees Norris. At 6'10", he's going right into his body. Nowhere to go, but still been able to muscle it up.
Stands at 6'5", Jefferson does. Norris is at 6'10", he's given up 5 inches. McLaughlin getting double teamed. Gets out of it to Ramsey. Ramsey from the baseline fadeaway. Zegarowski on the push, Balak. The Blue Jays needed that.
And Balak needed that one as well. He's 1 for 6 from the three-point line. Defensively, he's played well.
And we got a timeout called. Down the stretch we come, Smitty.
Throw ahead to your three-point shooter. Defensively, he's been fantastic. This three-point shot hasn't been there, but he has 3 minutes and 58 seconds to get it right. He knocks this one down.
Watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. You're looking at the Pasternak family. Wife Lindsay there on the right, Joe and Lily, son and daughter. And they are just hoping that UCSB can hold this one out and have another 12-5 upset here in the NCAA tournament. Coming out of that break, 5 to shoot. Great defensive hustle there by Bishop, who gives it to Creighton right back.
It was. Bishop did a nice job.
He got a foul away from the basketball. Trying to break up So and Bishop.
Mitch is saying we had a 2-on-1 on the wing. I had an open look for my guy Sharif Mitchell to shoot a 3, and you stopped play, but it was a double foul.
One on So and one on Bishop. That'll be the third on each of those players. Creighton trailing by 1. Zegarowski, 4 points here in the second half. Getting pushed, he finds push-up with the reverse and the lead.
Impressive, Lisa. First, Marcus absorbs contact, finds Bishop, and don't turn around and dunk it backwards in the paint. Good job by Bishop moving his feet.
So gets wrapped up, he's in trouble, kicks it out to Ramsey, 4-3. Too strong, Bishop punched it out, but right into the hands of McLaughlin.
Corey, I wouldn't call for a pick and roll. He has a size factor against Mitchell. He should try to take this one.
Ramsey, nothing there, or is there? Too short, battling for it. Cyrus again with the offensive rebound. There's your energy player.
Yes, indeed. You need those type of guys. Cyrus, you won't see his name with a lot of stats, but a lot of hustle plays.
Tight coverage, McLaughlin.
He is again fighting, him and Mitch. Both guys fight down there for the rebound. Creighton by 1.
Oh, the last 2 minutes, this is going to be fun.
Strategy right now for me is Marcus has to make this play. Pick and roll with Bishop. I know they want to run a lot of motion, but I got to get the ball back into Marcus's hand.
He's at the bottom of your screen. He takes the handoff right now, being guarded by Ramsey. Zegarowski, that's a 2, and he drills it. A 3-point edge now for the Jays.
Mitch went to set a screen and roll, didn't set it, slipped it. Both defenders didn't communicate, and he got a wide open look right above that free throw line, and he's showing some emotion. Creighton up 3. We have a good one when we come back, Lisa.
How about the last couple of buckets here for Creighton to build on this 3-point advantage? This was spectacular.
It was, Lisa. Look at Marcus being able to absorb that contact, and then Bishop catches it, and then a backwards dunk in the paint in a 1-point game in March Madness. Where does UC Santa Barbara go?
It's decided by 5 or fewer points. Both teams have experience with it. They go, your answer to so.
Beautiful play. They understood they were going to double team the basketball. They cleared out the side. No one there could help.
Ballard for 3. He has been cold all game long. Now 1 of 7 shooting from back there. And Santa Barbara with a chance to take the lead. Under a minute to play.
Haven't seen Denzel Mahoney down the stretch. They're going with Mitchell guard. Jacory.
So taking it inside, and Balak hacked him.
Lisa, the reason why I like Mahoney down the stretch, because if you run a pick and roll, you can switch. They have to definitely trap, and you can see defense is late because it's on the side. That's a longer run for Jefferson to get over. And then on his last play, another trap, and it gives So an easy lane to the basket. He draws a foul.
That's the 3rd on Balak. So is an 82% free throw shooter. Over 100 free throw attempts coming into this game.
Balanced scoring for guys in double figures. UC Santa Barbara. So steps up and knocks down both of them.
1-point edge. Creighton uses 1 of its 2 remaining timeouts. 33.6. Don't go away. We got a close one to come. 62-61. A 12-5 matchup. This is our game reset. Possession, if we get to that, it would be Santa Barbara. You thought this might be a close game when you saw this matchup.
I did, and I think right now when you look at what we have left in this game, 33.6 seconds left, basketball, Creighton a timeout. Love to see the ball with Marcus's hand. I love to see him and Bishop. Reason why is there's a big that's going to have to come up, whether they show or double Marcus. He has the ability, because of the 3-point shooters, to make the play. If they don't show, he can get his own shot. So I love to see him right now with a high screen and roll. Let him get downhill and let Bishop roll.
You like him operating at the top of the key instead of off the ball in the corner sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know he's a shooter, and I know they have Sharif Mitchell running the basketball right now, but you got to go to your best player right now down the stretch. Love to see a high pick and roll, and if it's a hard show, you kick it to the wing. The defense has to break down, because you got to honor Bishop going to the basket, so they should leave a wide open 3 or somebody can drive it. But I want the basketball in Marcus's hand right now.
Does it matter, in your opinion, if it's a 3 or a 2, or is it best shot?
Best shot right now, but I love to see some going toward the basket, and if not, the defense collapses, then you kick it out for a 3. I also think Marcus against Ramsey, he's done a nice job defensively, but just the size factor, he should be able to rise up and get himself a shot.
Well, Creighton trailing by 1. Here is Zegarowski, comes out to meet it. Defended by Ramsey. Gives it right back to Jefferson. Inside for the lead. Bishop with the offensive rebound. And Creighton running out of time.
That's an excellent job by Bishop. They kind of ran the screen and roll with Marcus and Bishop. He came off, and Jefferson was right there wide open. Would have loved for him to see him take that shot, that open look, but he drove it and got a good shot. But I thought he was wide open for a three.
The fourth foul committed on So.
Blue Jays don't shoot free throws well.
Looked good on that. Christian Bishop is a 57% free throw shooter for the season. To your point, Smitty, 64% as a team for Creighton this year.
They're ranked 321st in the nation in shooting free throws. Doesn't matter if you can knock these down.
Creighton gets the lead.
Bishop said, I just need a little pressure. Give me some pressure. Here we go.
UCSB has a timeout left if they want to use it. Final few seconds, McLaughlin trailing by one. McLaughlin out to So, rims out, and the rebound to Mitchell with 1.5 remaining. So got a good look at it.
I thought Ja'Cory McLaughlin did a nice job. A great double team, but what a pass. Put the basketball right to So in the middle. Let's look. And this one against the smaller Mitchell. That So should have went up a little bit stronger. I know he's looking for the contact, but he got to knock that one down. Look at this pass. Step through. You got to go up stronger, big fella. He has to go up stronger than that one.
That's the fifth on So. And Creighton heads back to the free throw line. 1.5 left. Again, here's your game reset. Man, that last possession for Santa Barbara. How close does it get to advance in March Madness? This close.
There was some contact, but I thought So should have went a little bit stronger. Had the angle, you got to go up. That's Mitchell at 6 feet. So is 6'9".
And again, So is out of the game. He picked up his fifth personal. The officials added in that break. They added 0.4 of a second on the game clock, so we now are at 1.9. An advantage here for the Gauchos. Bishop hit 2 crucial free throws, and now it's Sharif Mitchell's turn. And the agony of the Pasternak family watching.
Still time left for UC Santa Barbara with the timeout left.
There's some time. Cyrus will heave it. Not there. And Creighton survives by 1. Off to the round of 32. The Blue Jays punch their ticket.
Fantastic game. Definitely thought they could have used their timeout to be able to advance to basketball, Lisa. Chose not to. Give the Blue Jays a lot of credit. UC Santa Barbara, they fought hard. What a game, 1-point game, and I know So's gonna be thinking about that layup for a long time.
And the Pasternak family just falling short, inches away possibly from advancing in March.
What a game we had though, Lisa. This was back and forth, both teams.
Santa Barbara rallied from 10 down in this game. And they did it with their leader, McLaughlin, looking for his teammates, trying to distribute to his teammates. And Creighton, ironically, Christian Bishop, a 57% free throw shooter with 2 crucial free throws, you see it there, to advance the 5 seed into the next round. And Christian Bishop is standing by with Lauren.
Christian, congratulations at the line, down 1 and then tied. I was nervous for you. What were you thinking?
Every day I go into practice thinking every single day you got to one shot at a time, and we practice shooting free throws. So I was thinking I got to make this, and made the shot. So I'm happy with the result of all the practice.
You should be. Momentum's a thing, and you completely got it back at the end. How?
We just play with heart. Whenever you come in and play against a good team that plays hard, just like Santa Barbara, you got to match that energy, and I feel like we matched it.
Enjoy every moment. Congratulations,
Thank
Christian.
you very much. I'll take care.
Enjoy this one. The Blue Jays trying to get to the Sweet 16 for the first time in program history.
How big was that, Lisa? 57% shooter. As a team, they're ranked 321st, but he stepped up and knocked down 2 big ones, and they advance.
We got more games to come. Returning at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the Nissan NCAA tip-off, followed by Ohio versus Virginia. Coming up next, True TV, it's Double Cross, and Impractical Jokers after these messages.
Coach, congratulations. Christian's at the line. What are you thinking those final minutes?
Well, I'm thinking the kid's had a rough year shooting free throws, but to his credit, he stayed in the gym and he's worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. And I hope while he's working on it, he was thinking of moments like that, because he stepped up and didn't hit the rim on either one of them. I'm really proud of him.
How did execution overall of those last final minutes compare to how you drew it up?
I thought we got a little tired, and I think UC Santa Barbara is really, really good. And let's face it, we got a little lucky at the end. They got it into the teeth of the defense, and he missed, missed one he usually is probably going to make. But we executed some stuff down the stretch, and we got pretty good shots. We just missed them. So you got to win games like this, grinded out games if you're going to advance in the tournament. And we weren't perfect offensively today, but certainly their defense had a lot to do with that.
It seems from the outside, Coach, like this team's coming together. You guys needed time to settle into this game. How do you remedy that moving forward?
Yeah, we didn't get off to a great start against UConn or Georgetown, and Georgetown we never recovered. But defensively, we've got to be a little bit more locked in. And I thought they were the team with the energy to start the game. And once we kind of lit the fire, I thought we played better after that. But that team's only lost 1 game in 2021. I mean, that's a heck of a basketball team we beat today.
I appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.